Welcome to the Maverick Ace Show. I'm your host, Alex Gray. I'm here with Maverick Ace. We just got through watching Dragonball Super episode 130. We're going to discuss the protagonist, the antagonist, our rating for the show, and final thoughts. Maverick, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's up?
Doing all right?
I'm doing all right.
All right. So, protagonist, Goku. Antagonist, Jiren, who's not a bad guy. But it looks like we got a difference of philosophy, right? So Goku is getting his strength from his friends. Jiren is getting his strength from people. Well, actually, what happened to him in his past and having to have nobody to help him, so he had to build his strength on his own. So two different philosophies, but both of these guys are supposedly good. Give me your thoughts on the show with the animation. We'll start with that. What you think of the animation? What you give that?
The animation was top notch. Some of the best animation I've ever seen in Dragon Ball Super.
All right.
In my opinion.
I thought the animation was really, really good, really fluid. No reuse of old animation. All right. What about the storyline?
The storyline was very interesting. And it drove off to a very particular path, which I liked. Because it showed more in depth on the struggle of who to win is.
All right. And I thought the storyline was pretty good, dialogue. And you see, during the episode, there's a change in Jiren's heart as far as the way the battle ended when Goku kind of ran. I wouldn't say he ran out of energy from Ultra Instinct, but as Whis was saying throughout the entire episode, it's going to take a toll on him. So Goku wasted a lot of time just looking at him. He should have just thrown him out. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah,
he didn't do that, right?
Yeah.
And then Jiren had a change of heart. Well, I didn't want to, because like if you're a fighter, you're a competitor, you want a clear win. You don't want the other guy to mistakenly do something and then say, well, you only won because he tripped over his shoelace, or you only won because he got distracted. You want a real win if you're a real competitor. You don't want to really take somebody out and say, but you wouldn't have won if he hadn't done X, Y, or Z. So I think that's what happened with Jiren. But tell me about the surprises in this episode.
Well, the surprises in this episode was that one, when Jiren had powered up to an even more powerful level.
How many times you gonna power up?
I don't even know. Powered up to a more powerful level, and it's serious. Because his shirt ripped off.
It's always serious when the shirt comes off.
Yeah. That's the staple. Well, one of the staples.
All right. And what about the reactions from Whis and the rest of the team? The flashback of him training really kind of showed the two different philosophies. Really, it was a flashback from both. So, yeah, Master Roshi going over like, hey, I trained him. He trained with Piccolo. He trained with Krillin. He had his son, which gave him more reason to train and train with his son. So all those experiences added up to the power that he had. So in the actual dialogue, he's saying, "Oh, this is our power. It's not just a power that's wielded by even Vegeta. It's those experiences led him to achieve that form." Whereas Jiren's form was achieved through his own self-meditation. And then, what about the other surprises, though?
The other surprises were that...
Who else showed up?
Well, first off, Android 17...
I thought he was dead.
Yeah, looked like he came out of the grave for a second there.
Yeah.
But then it just turns out...
Who else?
Oh, and Frieza.
So... where they been the last 3 episodes?
I don't know, sitting on rocks.
I guess they're sitting up on the rocks. But that was a nice twist to have both of them come back. So it looks like I want to say the time limit on Ultra Instinct ran out. I would say that hey, the toll of a human body performing Ultra Instinct has a limit, right? Whereas Whis is an angel. When he performs Ultra Instinct, he's probably composed of something different, where he can hold it longer than a human. So now we're at what point in the episode? Looks like Jiren is about to throw him out. He throws him out, and then Frieza does what?
He saves him.
Again. And so I guess we got like, what, 30 seconds left?
Yeah.
So it's really 2 versus 1?
Yeah.
Now, something that looked uncharacteristic of a hero is when Jiren threw that destructive beam towards the stands to almost kill his friends. That's and he's probably desperate to win, but that's more something a villain would do, wouldn't you think?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of risking for him as well. It's kind of like villainous for him, but it's risking for him as well because he's killing his friends along with the other team. And you don't really do that because
Once you get disqualified?
Yeah.
Because didn't it work both ways? Where, remember, Frost was going to try to kill Frieza from the stands with a death beam, and he got erased. So, Jiren trying to kill Goku's friends with his version of a death beam would have probably got him erased anyway. And I'm assuming that the Omni Kings could have brought him back if he wanted to, but that was an odd choice for Jiren. So, give me your rating of the episode.
My rating of the episode was a 10.
Okay, I agree with you. This is a great episode. The surprises with Jiren having to face 17 and Frieza at the same time. It was a really good surprise. You do have to have a resolution on Ultra Instinct for Goku. Like, is he going to get it back one more time? Is he going to just waste time? Essentially, they can win by numbers. And so, what do you think is going to happen in that last episode? Who gets the wish? And also, I'm going to give it a rating of 10. But who gets the wish? And what is the wish going to be?
Well, I mean, I'm really feeling towards either Goku or Vegeta. I really want Vegeta to get the wish because, I mean, I want to bring Kaba back because he's a really interesting character to me. And he'll probably wish for Kaba to come back and Planet Sadala so he can see that entire kingdom.
Well, I think the wish is going to be that all the universes get compressed into Universe 7 that were erased. That way you got a multitude of storylines going forward. You got the Planet Sadal arc. You got the Universe 2, Universe 11, Universe 6. So it kind of expands the Dragon Ball universe if you kind of put them all in Universe 7. Kind of like what they did with Crisis on Infinite Earths, when they, at the end of that crisis, some of the Earth 2, Earth 3 people got consolidated into the original Earth. And then you have like Power Girl instead of Supergirl. So you got really interesting stories you can tell with many different types of characters. And they don't have to be the same exact characters. They can be kind of like an analog. Or, the same characters we just had, just in the universe. So that means a rematch between who?
Between Goku and Jiren.
Yeah. And don't you want to sell it? Because, two guys like that, they probably want to settle who is the supreme power in all the universe, especially Goku, because he didn't necessarily win, did he?
No.
He definitely beat him, but he took his time, and then when time came, looks like Ultra Instinct ran out. So, you got any final thoughts?
Well, my final thoughts will be that it's very interesting how Jiren's origin is, and it's going to be very interesting how this show ends. Because I really like this show, and I didn't really want it to end this quickly, but it's ending.
Well, they're saying that there's going to definitely be a Dragon Ball movie at the end of this year. I think it's coming out December 14th. That's a long time to wait. And then hopefully, maybe next year, they'll redo the continuation or maybe a new version of this show. But it's been really good to watch. It's been really good to look at. It had some moments, had some bad parts to it that I didn't necessarily agree with. But just glad to have Dragon Ball back. All right, so this is Alice Gray and
Maverick Ace.
signing off. Thanks, guys. See you around.